Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. You know what we should be worried about?
Ms. Bondi, please answer my questions.
California right now is through the roof.
What I'm alarmed by is the over 300,000 children that went missing during the Biden administration.
Let's put aside.
Well, I can't put aside 340,000 children.
Labels.
Donald Trump's cabinet picks have been doing their Senate confirmation hearings this week, and they are dominating. The two that I'm going to show you who have been absolutely wrecking Congress and putting these smug Democrats in their place are Kristi Noem, Trump's pick for Homeland Security Secretary, and Pam Bondi, Trump's pick for Attorney General. These women have been dropping highlight on highlight. But before I get into these ladies cooking, I want to play you guys a reminder of what Mark Cuban said on the campaign trail about Donald Trump not surrounding himself with strong women. Watch.
Donald Trump, you never see him around strong, intelligent women, ever. It's just that simple. They're intimidating to him. He doesn't like to be challenged by them.
Now, he got a lot of backlash for that at the time, due to Trump's primary lawyer being a woman, due to Trump appointing the first woman chief of staff. But after you watch these women give a masterclass on how to deal with bad faith Democrats, you tell me if Trump is surrounding himself with strong women or not. Now, here is Kristi Noem, Trump's pick for Homeland Security, grilling a senator about how the Biden administration lost over 300,000 kids. Watch.
Senator, the Trump administration never had a family separation policy. They had a zero tolerance policy, which said that our laws would be followed. What I'm alarmed by is the over 300,000 children that went missing during the Biden administration. And when we talk about children and what they're potentially facing as far as victimization in this country and the trafficking that's going on, this administration's lack of desire to find out where those children are or what they may be going through is alarming to me. So I want to stop that.
Because my time is expiring, I'm just going to interrupt again with apologies to say, let's put aside.
Well, I can't put aside 340,000 children.
Labels.
First off, let me say Kristi Noem is a baddie, and Pam Bondi is a baddie too. And these women are fierce, so it's a beautiful thing to watch in action. But I cannot believe that senator said, aside from the 340,000 kids that are missing. Where was any of the common sense in the Biden administration that thought if we just open up the border, allow people to come through here, they know that the cartels are in charge of Mexico, they're in charge of the border, they're going to get paid for every person they smuggle. They're going to abuse people, they're going to kidnap people, children are going to go missing. They had to have known this going into that decision. And it's these same Democrats who are complicit in opening this floodgate, who are now trying to grill the person trying to fix it. It's almost like, how dare you interview me when my job is to clean up your mess? Now watch this next senator try to get Kristi Noem caught up in a trick question, and she answers it so gracefully. Even the senator says, yeah, that's a good answer. That's what I would have said. Watch.
I guess I'm uncertain about roles and responsibilities regarding your position and Tom Homan's. I guess I just want to ask you just point blank, like, who's going to be in charge of the border?
Well, the president will be in charge of the border. It's a national security issue, and the president is in charge of this country and has made a promise to the American people, and we will fulfill his agenda.
Well, that was a good answer. It's the answer I would have given as well.
That's the strategy the Democrats have implemented ever since they lost the election, was let's just try to draw wedges between people. Let's try to draw a wedge between Trump and Musk. Let's now try to draw a wedge between Kristi Noem and Tom Homan. Let's try to draw a wedge between Pam Bondi and Kash Patel. They're so mad that Trump assembled an Avengers-like squad and everybody is working in tandem to push his agenda forward. They know teamwork makes the dream work, and Trump picked a great team. So they're trying to do anything possible to stop them from succeeding so they don't embarrass the Democrats when Trump says, look at the mess that I cleaned up and I fixed it and I made you more prosperous than before. You're welcome. These guys can't govern. Now our girl Kristi gets some love as a Republican senator, throws her some underhand lob, home run derby style pitches, and she knocks every single question out the park. Watch.
Mayorkas let in about 12,000 murderers. How many would you target to let into this country?
My goal every day would be have no murderers allowed into this country in our communities.
Mayorkas allowed 16,000 rapists. How many would you target to let in?
Every day I'd work to make sure that there was none let into this country.
He let 600,000, Mayorkas, 600,000 people with criminal convictions. How many would you allow in?
We would work every day to make sure people are safe and that those with criminal convictions are immediately removed.
How many private jets would you have the United States taxpayers have fly into foreign countries to pick up people to bring them here?
Senator, we will no longer be undertaking that mission at the Department of Homeland Security.
So not 700,000 individuals on private jets over the last 4 years. You would not have any.
No.
I love that. I support you, but I'm just going to remind everybody watching at home, everybody in the audience, and my Democrat colleagues the mess that they created before they feel that they have the right to try to grill you. I'm always going to remind you, we have apartment complexes in Colorado and throughout the country that are overtaken by Venezuelan gangs. That's unacceptable. That is a result of Biden's policies. Now let's move on to Pam Bondi, Trump's pick for Attorney General, because she also gave these people a masterclass in how to deal with a smug, condescending Democrat. Now listen to how she schools this senator who decided to try to talk to her like a little kid. Watch.
I guess you didn't want to hear my answer about
today
Pennsylvania.
after I gave an opportunity to study overnight. So can you tell me and this committee what the citizenship clause of the 14th Amendment says?
Senator, I'm here to answer your questions. I'm not here to do your homework and study for you. If I am confirmed as Attorney
You're the one
General,
asking for a confirmation
hey,
vote,
you
ma'am.
cut me off. Can I please finish?
What does the 14th Amendment say?
Senator, the 14th Amendment, we all know, addresses birthright citizenship. I've been a state prosecutor. I've been a state AG. I look forward to, even given your remarks today, working with you and the people of California if I am confirmed as the 87th Attorney General of the United States of America.
Woo! When she said that, I was like, damn, this lady's got some balls on her. That is an all-time clapback for a cabinet confirmation. And the crazy thing is, objectively speaking, Pam Bondi is one of the most qualified people that Trump even picked for his cabinet. She quite literally has held the job for 2 terms. That is the direct prerequisite to this job. And crime is low, and there is law and order in Florida. Like I said, Pam Bondi is a baddie too, and she came in with this pinstriped mafia Al Capone suit on, ready to give business. I bet Mark Cuban feels idiotic making the statement that he did and supporting Kamala Harris, who has no confidence, no wit, no ability to complete a sentence. And the ladies that Trump picks are absolute beasts. Now, Pam Bondi destroys Senator Adam Schiff, who was like the most Trump deranged person on the January 6th committee. Watch.
Are you aware, just tell us, are you aware of a factual predicate to investigate Jack Smith? Yes or no?
Senator, what I'm hearing on the news is
Are you aware of
horrible.
a...
Do I know if he committed a crime? I have not looked
You seem reluctant to answer a simple question. Let me ask you a different simple question. The president also wants to jail Liz Cheney. Sitting here today, are you aware of any factual basis to investigate Liz Cheney? Yes or no?
Senator, that's a hypothetical, and I'm not going to answer that question.
No, it's not hypothetical. I'm asking you, sitting here today, whether you are aware of a factual predicate to investigate Liz Cheney.
Senator, no one
Based
has
on what
asked
you
me
know.
to investigate Liz Cheney. That is a
The
hypothetical.
president has called for it publicly. You are aware of that, aren't you?
No one has asked me to investigate
But the president
Liz.
has
We're
called-
also
the
worried about
president-
Liz Cheney,
the
Senator.
president has
You know what
called
we
for
should
this-
be worried about?
Ms. Bondi,
The
please
crime rate
answer
in
my
California
questions.
right now
You
is
are
through
aware,
the roof.
Ms. Bondi,
Your robberies
Ms.
are
Bondi,
87%
my
higher
question-
than the national
my question
average.
is this.
That's what I
My
want to
question
be
is
focused
this.
on, Senator.
Do you have the
if I'm
power to
confirmed
say
as
no to the
Attorney
president?
General.
I love how she's like, while you're worried about me, you need to be worried about yourself, because I'm going to come there and figure out why your crime rate is so high. You got soft on crime, weaponizing the Justice Department, Merrick Garland, that you wholeheartedly support. But now when you have somebody who's here to clean up this filth, this lawfare, this corruption, now you have a problem with it? I'm so confused why Democrats are trying to pose this resistance. Like, what ground are they standing on? They don't have a vision. They don't have a leader. They don't have the support of the public. So who are you fighting so hard for? This is the people's agenda. Stop fighting the people's agenda. The people have said that they don't like you. Now, this last clip that I want to play is more of a somber one. This is from Senator Marco Rubio, who is talking about the threat of China if we do not get our act together. Watch.
If we stay on the road we're on right now, in less than 10 years, virtually everything that matters to us in life will depend on whether China will allow us to have it or not. Everything from the blood pressure medicine we take to what movies we get to watch, and everything in between, we will depend on China for it. They have come to dominate the critical mineral industry supplies throughout the world. Everywhere in the world, they've now established critical mineral rights. Even those who want to see more electric cars, no matter where you make them, those batteries are almost entirely dependent on the ability of the Chinese and the willingness of the Chinese Communist Party to produce it and export it to you. So if we don't change course, we are going to live in a world where much of what matters to us on a daily basis, from our security to our health, will be dependent on whether the Chinese allow us to have it or not. That's an unacceptable outcome.
I wish more Americans were serious to the threat of China. They don't tangibly understand that year by year, China is getting more confident that they can challenge America to be the world's superpower. And there's going to come a tipping point. It could be 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. They're a very old civilization, and they're going to play the slow game to get what they want. But there's going to come a time where they're ready to challenge America. And it's going to come down to, are we willing to defend it, and are we prepared to defend it? China has infiltrated our country. I shared something on X, follow me there by the way if you haven't, about police in New York City busting a secret Chinese police operation in New York. And there is evidence that thousands of illegal Chinese immigrants came across the southern border. If you're a Chinese citizen that can just come to the US, why wouldn't you take a plane? Only a certain type of Chinese citizen would feel the need to have to sneak in through the southern border. They hack our systems. They commit corporate espionage, steal American secrets, and then they go make them in China under slave wages and then undercut everybody in the global market. They've infiltrated the minds of our children with TikTok. They've exposed them to this transgender ideology and promoted ideas that make our country less serious, softer, less capable. American citizens protesting in the street supporting Hamas. Our children confused by radical gender ideology. Our adults brainwashed, fat, stupid, lazy. They are promoting anti-American content that is radicalizing our youth against America, teaching them to hate their very country. And the reason is because when they eventually make that move, these kids that have to go to war and fight this, they're just going to roll over because they've been brainwashed to hate America. They won't even want to fight for it. They won't be proud of it. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Does Trump keep some strong women around him or what? If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Turn on those notification bells so you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next one.